Take 28. Playing the drums was simple. Talking about drums is not simple. My name's Tim Branigan. Been playing drums for about 15 years, and I play the drums for a South Yorkshire rock covers band called Last Orders. We do all kinds of like rock, heavy rock, lightweight rock, depending on the crowd really. I use the Collision 5As with the wood tips, and I also like to use the Collision 5As with the nylon tips. I like the nylon tips for my electronic kit. I prefer playing the mesh heads with the nylon sticks. What I like about these, good balance. They feel really nice. They feel nice to actually hold in your hand, and they just seem to sit right, fall around nicely. These I've just done probably 3 gigs and 2 rehearsals, so about 10 hours playing with these, and it can get a bit frantic at times, and hopefully you might be able to see that they're not actually smashed to pieces, as some other sticks might not have even lasted that long. They're really nice and durable. That little bit of weight makes it nice. The tips don't seem to fall apart. For another make of drumstick, I seem to be able to chip the sticks really easily, and basically that's the end of a stick as far as I'm concerned once the tip's gone and it's not sitting right. So 5As, nylon and wood. 15 years I've been doing this, so I'm not very good yet, and with Last Orders we do, like I said, all kinds of rock covers, AC/DC to ZZ Top. We do Metallica and Motorhead in the middle. And this one, the one I decided to play, is a song by a band called Wolfmother. There's not many people here have heard this, and when we normally play this one, initially there's a bit of a shock until they hear it and then they can get into it. This is a recording of the band, and this was done at a rehearsal a few weeks ago. And so what we're going to do is play our version of Wolfmother's Joker and the Thief. Stop that in case we get some adverts. Thanks very much for listening.